Hey, what's going on everyone? I am doing another hiking video. This time I am in the mouth of Ogden Canyon because, as you saw in that little intro, I want to explore the Ogden Canyon waterfall. The goal is to get somewhere up there. As you can see, it's a pretty windy day. Not too bad right here. It looks like it's a little windier once I get up there, so we'll see. I don't really know of an official trail to get up there, so I've kind of scouted out to see where I should go. And what I've found is if you park at the little turnout for the waterfall, past this gate, just follow this wood bridge, then there's a trail that will hopefully get us up the side of the mountain, up to where we want to go. Anyway, it's July 13th and it's about 80 degrees, which is crazy. I was actually happy because yesterday and the day before were like 100 degrees almost. And so I'm taking advantage of this cool day to get this one under my belt. If you're going to be carrying a lot of stuff, here's a good reason why you should have a heavy-duty bag. My little drawstring bag that I've carried on most of these hiking videos just broke. Yeah, so I'm going to have to figure that out. The reason why is I have this heavy water bottle on here, and I brought my drone with me. It might be too windy to fly, but yeah, if you're going to be doing a lot of hiking, get a real bag. Well, we'll see what I can do with this one. I just ended up tying it. Hopefully it'll last. This is a pretty short hike anyway. Also, I'm putting my lav mic to the test because it's really windy, so let's see if this really blocks out that wind. But we're to our first turn off here, where I think I'm gonna go. We come to this telephone pole, and it looks like there's a little switchback or access road, but it looks like people have been on this trail, so I'm gonna hike this, see where it gets me. Got some pretty views of the waterfall up there. Yeah, I don't know. Do I keep following this that doesn't look like much of a trail? Or do I go straight up this rock face? I wish someone was here to tell me. So I decided to keep following what looks like an old access road. It's pretty overgrown, but it looks like it might be paying off rather than scaling up the side of a mountain, but it is pretty overgrown, so I'm keeping my eye out for critters. There's somewhat of a trail. You're definitely gonna be brushing past a lot of sagebrush. All right, so it's opened back up into somewhat of a trail, but I just came up that area and it's put me into this little ravine. The goal is to get up into that area and see what I can see. All right, so I found this cool makeshift bench slash hangout area. Looks like somebody's come in here and landscaped it a little bit, but this gives you an idea of how high I am. Not very high. That's the pipe that goes across the canyon there. Yeah, that's kind of a cool spot. A little dog dish. I don't know what else is up here, but probably gonna take this route and continue on in that direction. This is cool. I've never really explored much of Ogden Canyon, and except for the Indian Trail, which is off that way. So I didn't really know that this was even a thing, so we'll see what we find out. Helicopter somewhere. I don't know if I caught that helicopter. I had everything in reverse and upside down. So that was kind of cool. All right, so from this hangout spot, looks like there's a couple of switchbacks. Got this one right here, then that one up there, and then that should put us close to the top of the pipeline. And the goal is to head west to the mouth of the canyon to see if we can get to the top of that waterfall. So let's go. It's pretty windy up here. Probably not getting very good sound. I'm trying to block the mic, but there's where we started. So we're not too high up. We just came along this way and up the mountainside. But let's keep climbing. Probably not the best to go this rock slide route. It looked like it was a trail, but I'm slipping like crazy. Jeez, the struggle. I'm almost there though. So it feels like forever since I shot a video. But it was really only last Tuesday, and I shot it and I was gonna release it on the weekend, but I was too excited to share it, so I just went ahead and released it that night. But it was where we go into the Hidden Valley mine and explore it with some cameras and some lights and glow sticks. So that's a cool video. If you haven't seen it yet, be sure to check that one out. But man, look at these views. Whoa. So as you can see, we're close. Again, I think this was an old access road that just, like, if you had a heavy duty four-wheel drive, it would get you up here. But that's where we came from. I'm gonna follow up that way. I don't know if you can see that little pipe up there, but I wanna go check that out first, and then there we are right there. That's the pipe up there. I'm gonna explore that as much as I have access to anyway. All right, so I made it pretty much up to the top. I don't know what it's like to explore the pipeline itself. I'll see as I get closer. You can kind of see it right there. And this is where we came from. Basically just straight up. Again, not too high, not too crazy of a hike, but it is pretty steep. So keep that in mind if you're gonna attempt this one. Get some good shoes, a good bag. Check this out though. The pipe goes through the rock wall and creates a tunnel. I didn't know this existed. But I'm up here, it's cement, so you can walk on top of the pipe. It looks like they cemented it all in. But yeah, check this out. There's an old tunnel, who knows what's in there. But you can see through the other end, so. Yeah, so it goes about 50 feet maybe through here. Looks like they just plowed a hole right through. What do you say we check it out? I have entered the deep, dark abyss. Who knows what kind of critters live in here, but it's short enough that I'm not gonna freak out too much, because I've already made it to the other side. Sweet. That's kind of cool. So I'm heading in the wrong direction of the waterfall. It's over that way. But it looks like there's kind of a network of these tunnels here. I'll poke my head in that one. If I can't see the other end, I don't want to go in. But here's that pipe I said I was going to go check out. So I made it to that point, but we're pretty much up on top here. Well, we are up on top. There's a lot of cool stuff up here though. So I'm just going to poke my head in. I don't really want to be anywhere I'm not supposed to be. So we'll just check it out. Looks pretty dark. Yeah, this looks like it was blocked off at one point. I don't really want to go in there. I'm not prepared to explore that. Who knows what's in there. I kind of learned my lesson last time not to go alone. Not that anything happened, but it's just not very smart. But let's check out this view over here. Look at that. You got the waterfall off to the right, pipe, the Bonneville Shoreline Trail over there. You can access that through the birdsong. That's a pretty overlook right here. If you ever want to do it, you access it from the other side of the canyon road. But yeah, it's pretty up here. If you don't want to go through the tunnel, you can go up and around it. Again, I'm heading the wrong direction from my goal, so I'm not going to go too far on this trail. I just want to see if you can make it up and over the, hike in the canyon this way, and it looks like you can. That way you can avoid a scary tunnel. But our goal is to see how close we can get to the top of the waterfall. So I'm gonna head back that way. All right, I'm headed back through the tunnel here that I came through. Again, you don't need a flashlight for this one because you can pretty much see the end of it. I just don't want anything jumping out from underneath this and eating my legs. I always wig myself out. It's not a good habit, but I guess that means I have an active imagination. All right, safely through. Let's go explore the waterfall. So yeah, I don't know what the purpose of the wood is because they have the pipe cemented in. And this wood's pretty much falling apart. But this makes for a fun little hike along here, super easy. You've probably hiked the pipeline up off of the 9th Street trailhead. This is the same one. I wonder if you can get all the way around over there. We'll see if we can see that. Maybe, I'm sure some people watching this already know the answer, but for those that don't, this is pretty cool. Ooh, it looks like there's a pretty gnarly rock fall right here. Let's tumble down the side of this cliff. Let's keep going. All right, so we're closer to our goal. There's the top of the waterfall and a nice drop down there. So be very careful. This is cool, the little bridge along the pipeline, and then an old kind of a rock staircase up that way. So let's check that out. But first, let's take in the views. Pretty amazing. I don't know if you can see, but there's some people over there. I've been to that point quite a bit, wondering how to get over here. So if you're ever curious, just go explore. That's what I'm doing. Anyway, let's cross this bridge here. Somebody got asked to prom. And looks like there's another tunnel. Staircase or tunnel. I at least gotta poke my head in the tunnel. But it's pretty dark. Again, I don't love exploring these things, especially by myself. And especially with a huge waterfall. I do see some light down here though. I just want to see what that's all about. Maybe you can climb under. I don't know. I'm turning around. I don't want to be somewhere where I'm not supposed to. So I'm gonna take the staircase. All right. Not much of a staircase, that's for sure. Ran into a couple of hikers up here, and they said there's not much up this way, but we'll see. Maybe we'll see the top of the waterfall at least, but I didn't even know this existed. So it's all cool for me. Just another platform, lookout area. Beautiful view of the canyon. But I'm gonna keep going this way. because this path keeps going, so I might as well take it. Got a danger sign right there. It says it's a remote control valve. I'm guessing what that means is that they control the valve, well, remote, you know, they control it remotely. So if you're hanging around down there and they crank it open, then they don't know if anyone's down there. So that's what I'm guessing anyway. But I can see the hot pots from here. I don't know if those are still open, are they? Looks like there's still a trail. They are right down in there. That'd be a fun, quick exploration video. Hopefully you can hear me. It's pretty windy, but we made our goal. That's the top of the waterfall. Sitting right on top of it. Can't really see much from here, but at least, hey, we're at the top of the falls. We're gonna go check out this way a little bit more and then head back down because it's a Saturday and I have a lot to do. All right, so I came up and over and I get to a nicer staircase here. And it looks like we are connected in with the rest of the pipeline trail over here. So there's a bunch of ways to access this. There's the pipeline over there. Definitely don't want to mess with that. But yeah, this is cool. Anyway, I've been like, you know, right over here, so I don't need to go much further than this. I've explored all that, but yeah, it's pretty sweet. Well, that's pretty much it for me. This one was a quick one. We'll see how much footage I got. But this one, it was cool. It's a place I've never been before. A lot of cool little hidden features and not so hidden features. Beautiful views. But remember, I did this hike, so you don't have to. Anyway, hope you have a great week and we'll see you next week.